Welcome back to Easy English Podcasts. I'm Adam, and today I want to talk to you about something that might change the way you learn English forever. It's not a secret trick or a special formula. It's something very simple, but very powerful: inputs and outputs. You might be wondering, what does that mean? Let me explain. Every language is like a system. To speak and understand English well, you need to feed your brain with English. That's input. And you also need to use English. That's output. Imagine your brain as a sponge. If you never give it water, it stays dry. If you give it water, it starts to absorb. But if you squeeze the sponge, the water comes out. That's how language works. First you listen and read. That's how you absorb. Then you speak and write. That's how you express. But here's the thing. Many learners focus too much on output. They want to speak better, but they don't give their brain enough input. That's like trying to squeeze a dry sponge. You get nothing. Or maybe you get some words, but they don't feel natural. They're not fluent, not confident. So let's slow down. Let's go back to the beginning. How did you learn your first language? You didn't start by speaking. You listened a lot. You heard your parents, your siblings, your teachers. You heard words again and again in real situations. That was input. And after months, sometimes more than a year, you started speaking. You said one word, then two, then short sentences, slowly, naturally. You didn't think about grammar rules. You just used what you heard. Now, learning English as a second language is not the same, of course, but the brain still works in a similar way. It needs time, and it needs input. That's why listening is so important. That's why reading is so helpful. And the good news is, the more you listen and read, the more your brain learns, even if you don't realize it. Many learners tell me, Adam, I understand English, but I can't speak. I always smile when I hear that because it means they already have input. Their brain already knows something, but they need more time, more listening, more exposure. Speaking will come, and when it does, it will come naturally if the input is strong. Now let's imagine a normal day. You wake up and you check your phone. Do you watch a video in English? Do you listen to a podcast? Or do you scroll through your own language? This is important because every choice is input. Every minute of listening or reading in English makes a difference. It adds something to your brain. You don't always feel it, but it's there, growing, connecting, building. And when you do speak, your brain uses that input. You might not know why a sentence feels right, but it does. You say, I'm going to the store, instead of I go store. Why? Because you heard it so many times. That's the power of input. It trains your intuition. It builds your natural grammar. But of course, output is important too. We don't want to stay silent forever. Speaking helps you activate the language. It helps you find the words, build confidence, and improve your fluency. But here's a little secret. When your input is strong, output becomes easier, much easier. You don't have to force it. You just speak. That's why in this podcast, we focus on both. We give you natural, slow, and clear English. That's input. But we also encourage you to shadow, repeat, and speak with us. That's output. And when you do this every day, even for a few minutes, you'll notice a change. Your listening gets sharper, your speaking feels smoother, your confidence grows. So let's try something. Right now, I'll say a sentence. I want you to repeat it after me. Ready? I'm learning English every day. Now you try. Good. Again, but a little faster. I'm learning English every day. Excellent. See? That's output. It's simple, but powerful. And the more you do it, the better you get. Let's try another. I enjoy listening to English podcasts. You say it now. Perfect. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to practice. Now here's something I want you to remember. Input feeds your mind. Output shows your progress. But you don't need to rush. Don't pressure yourself to speak fast or perfectly. Just focus on listening and reading every day. And when you feel ready, speak. Repeat. Shadow. Use your voice, even if it's only to yourself. Because language is not just a subject, it's a habit, a lifestyle, a rhythm. And like any rhythm, it grows with repetition. Let's breathe. You are doing better than you think. You are understanding more than you realize. And you are much closer to fluency than you were yesterday. Let's keep going. You're here, listening to English, thinking in English, and that's the most important step. You're creating a space in your mind where English lives. It's not something outside you, it's becoming part of you. And here's something interesting. Sometimes we think, I need more grammar, or I must learn 20 new words today, or I need to speak like a native. But all of that creates pressure, and pressure blocks language. It makes your brain feel heavy, nervous, and tired. But when you relax, when you enjoy the process, you open the door for real learning. That's why we always say input first, output second, but both must feel natural. Think about children again. They don't learn grammar rules first. They hear patterns. They hear their parents say, he is playing, she is eating, we are going. They don't study the verb to be, they just hear it again and again, and then they use it. This is the power of natural input. It teaches your brain without stress. And you can do the same. Listen to stories. Listen to this podcast. Watch videos. Read simple books. Read subtitles. Don't try to understand every word. Just understand the meaning, the feeling. Let your brain relax. Language grows like a tree, slowly, silently, but surely. Now let's talk about how to balance input and output. Some learners do too much input. They listen and read a lot but never speak. Others try to speak too early before they're ready and get frustrated. The best approach is simple. Start with more input. Build your foundation. Then slowly add output. Repeat words. Shadow sentences. Speak in front of a mirror. Record your voice. Speak with a friend. Or even speak to yourself. Every little bit helps. And it doesn't have to be long. Even one sentence a day is good. Even 10 minutes of listening is good. What matters is consistency, not perfection, not speed, just steady, gentle, daily practice. Let's do a quick exercise. I'll say a few sentences. You repeat after me. We'll train both your ears and your mouth. Ready? I like learning English. Your turn, now. I listen to English every day. Repeat. Good. Now one more. Speaking English feels easier now. Excellent. These short sentences are like small steps, but together they take you very far. Now I want to tell you a little story. It's about a student I worked with. Her name is Miriam. When she started learning English, she was shy. She didn't want to speak. She felt nervous. But every day she listened to English for 15 minutes. Podcasts, stories, short videos. She read children's books. She didn't worry about grammar. She just focused on understanding. After 3 months, she started to speak. At first, it was slow. She used simple words, but her sentences were correct. Why? Because her brain had learned the patterns. The grammar was already inside her. After 6 months, she could have conversations. Not perfect, but real, natural, confident. Miriam didn't have a special talent. She just followed the natural process. Input, then output. Listening, then speaking. Absorbing, then expressing. And you can do it too. Right now, you are doing the same. By listening to this podcast, you are feeding your brain with natural, slow, understandable English. This is the best input. And if you repeat, if you speak with us, you are adding output. This is the perfect balance. Let me ask you, what kind of input do you get every day? Is it English? Is it simple and clear? Does it come from real people with real voices like this one? Or is it just from textbooks? And what kind of output do you practice? Do you repeat sentences? Do you shadow podcasts? Do you talk to friends or even to yourself? These are important questions because language is like a garden. If you plant the right seeds, input, and water them, output, the flowers will grow. But if you don't give enough water or sunlight, the flowers stay small. They need both. So does your English. So today, choose one simple input activity. Listen to a podcast, read a short article, watch a video with subtitles, and choose one output activity. Repeat a sentence, record your voice, write a message in English. Just one thing, every day. That's the rhythm. Before we finish, I want to leave you with this thought. You don't need to study harder. You need to connect more with English, with the sound, with the feeling, with the flow. Don't worry about mistakes. Don't rush the process. Let English grow inside you, gently, naturally, day by day. You are already doing it. You are listening. You are understanding. And soon you will be speaking more freely, more clearly, more confidently. Thank you for spending this time with me. I'm proud of you. Keep going. Keep listening. Keep speaking. This is Easy English Podcast, and I'm Adam. See you in the next episode.